Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Legit here, bringing you another gameplay commentary, but this one is a bit different from all of my previous ones, even though I do say that a lot, but it actually is. I actually did abandon this series a long time ago, back about a month ago, if you guys do remember, and it's actually the Flawless CoD. And if you guys do not already remember, the Flawless Call of Duty, that series, it kind of revolved around me explaining all of the flaws in Call of Duty and what could be added or taken out of the game, or, you know, redesigned in the game to make it a better Call of Duty and just more playable and whatnot. I did agree to kind of make this series pretty much Black Ops 2 exclusive. I would probably use, you know, past CoDs like MW3 to kind of explain my point if it had a strong point or something like that, but for the most part, since I believe that this is the worst CoD by far and has the most flaws, I'm gonna use this. And honestly, I haven't played Black Ops 2 in over a month, and you guys already know I hate that game with a passion, but the reason why is because, yeah, simple as that, I just don't like it. I've been playing MW3, you guys already know, you've already noticed. And the gameplay you're watching in the background is actually kind of noobish, really old actually. I looked on my hard drive, found this game, didn't feel like looking at a 50 plus, and that's what it is, guys. A 56 and 3. I didn't want to delete it or just have it unused or whatnot, so that's what I'm commentating over today. And it's only a 56 to 3. Yeah. I got this month in May 25th. That's what it said when I looked at it, so I just want to get it out my system and whatnot. And I do have some pretty decent, not the best because I'm better at MW3 than BO2, but I have some pretty nice 30 plus gun streaks for you guys and a bunch of nuclears coming up in the future. Trying to stockpile on gameplays, but that being said, with the nice little update out of the way, what you're gonna talk about, well, you're gonna talk about what I'm gonna talk about in this video today is primarily equipment. And I really don't enjoy all of the equipment in the game, and especially from previous CoDs, I really didn't enjoy them at all because just saying, they're really camper friendly and stuff like that, especially like bouncing Bettys and Claymores. So let's go ahead and get into that right now. And what this game actually kind of did right is implement bouncing Bettys being able to be easily dodged. Now, I believe that all of this equipment shouldn't be able to just be so strong and whatnot and easily to kill someone off a kill streak or something like that, because I feel as if you got a bunch of BS involved in the game and whatnot. It shouldn't be able to kill you off your streak. Like, seriously though, a noob who sucks at the game shouldn't be able to easily kill you by just throwing a freaking bouncing Betty on the ground. So basically my complaint here is that you should at least have to like arm a Claymore or bouncing Betty, and it should be as easy to dodge as just hitting the R3 button or a crouch button to dodge the bouncing Betty. Simple as that. I don't really see that you can dodge what's it called, a freaking Claymore that easily unless you have Flat Jacket, which will get you on a jelly screen, or just shoot it or something like that, or EMP nade it. As simple as that. But I feel as if it should, you know, have a longer delay like Stalker Pro did in MW3. Not as long as MW3, but it had a nice little delay to it, especially when you're on a specialist bonus. Virtually nothing could kill you back then, and I like that everything that can be counteracted is, you know, available in the game and stuff like that. I love the specialist bonus in MW3. I love being a super soldier. I would love to see that come back, but it doesn't have to. I just want everything to be counteracted because that would make it, you know, basically too strong or something like that if you couldn't. And you guys already know, if you got shock charges as well, make the effect a bit, you know, shorter and stuff like that. Make concussion grenades not as, you know, lengthy and not as crazy slowed and whatnot, and make it not so crazy to avoid and just unavoidable. Like, you shouldn't have to think that if you get shock charge or flash, you shouldn't expect to be dead or have to lay prone to hope the enemy that can't kill you just not to kill you, if that makes any sense whatsoever. You guys can kind of get what I'm trying to say, but just don't make equipment and tacticals, especially lethals as well, be that overpowered that if you use one, you're destined to die. Simple as that. But that's pretty much all I can think of at the moment, especially because the Call of Duty community hasn't done a terrible job with lethals, especially with like nades and stuff like that. They haven't done too bad of a job with, you know, making them too OP till, you know, CoD 4 and whatnot. They weren't that bad in, you know, the previous CoDs, except CoD 4, you already know. But the Claymores in MW2 definitely were a bad example of this, and the IMS in MW3, that was definitely really bad too. Kill streaks that, you know, can end your streak, you know, gun on gun and whatnot, that can just do this easily, like sentry guns, especially in Black Ops 2 is another good example. It shouldn't be, you know, able to insta kill you like that. You shouldn't have no chance of avoiding it whatsoever by, you know, only using one thing to kind of get away from that. Now that shouldn't be how it's supposed to be. Simple as that. But I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. If you did, be sure to drop a like down below. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already to get updates on future videos that I have to put out. Follow me on Twitter, and I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys later. It's been legit.